Call the meeting to order. One, call to order to welcome guests. Two, call the roll to establish quorum.
Chairman Clemens.
Here.
Commissioner Watson.
Here.
Commissioner Marchman.
Here. A great friend of mine, Matt Smith's gonna do an invocation, and the pledge, Shane Bailey's gonna do a pledge.
Let's pray together. Lord God, we are so blessed to live in Cullman County. Lord, to have the men that we have leading us. We thank you for Commissioner Clemens, Chairman Watson, and Commissioner Watson, Commissioner Marchman, and Lord, just the job that they do each and every day. Lord, we just pray you continue to guide their steps. Lord, guide them as they make decisions that affect our county, and we just pour out your blessings upon these men. And it's in the precious name of Jesus we pray. Amen.
Amen. Attention, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Number 3, approve the minutes of the March 15th, 22 meeting, appropriations, expenditures, personal actions, payroll, requisitions, and approve all journal entries to be posted.
Make motion to approve item 3.
Mr. Chairman, I'll second that motion.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, passed. Number 4, public comments and updates. Do we have anybody here on any public comments and updates?
Folks, thank you very much. She said I had like 39 minutes, so I'll keep it short. Okay?
Can you state your name?
I can do that. My name is Joe Land. I'm the owner of Camp Liberty in Battleground, Alabama, and I appreciate the opportunity. I just want to take a couple quick moments. First of all, thank you very much. Camp Liberty has been serving young people from around the world for the last, going into our 6th year here in Cullman County. For whatever reason, I've never come to one of these meetings. I apologize for that, but the fact of the matter is we've had about 3,000 young folks from 43 states and 17 countries come through our gates, and we're very proud of that. One of the things I wanted to share with you this evening, and I'm very, very proud, before I do, let me introduce Dr. Bob Montague, who's with our staff, helps out in a variety of areas. Beginning in September of this year, in partnership between Liberty Communications, which owns Camp Liberty, and Global Medical Response, which is the largest EMS company in the country, they have 40,000 employees. Camp Liberty will be hosting the EMS Fast Track program for separating military personnel that want to go into emergency services. So we will have approximately 150 warfighters, young men and young women, that'll be coming through our gates, residential for a 31-day residential program. They stay there, they eat there, they train there, they get certified there, and then they will have jobs around the country and literally around the world, because they have everything from EMTs to paramedics to firefighters and all the rest. And they'll leave our place, go out and hopefully continue their service to nation and community, and do it by way of a short visit of 31 days here in Cullman County. And I'm very proud of that. I wanted to share that here at the County Commission, because this will become a center of training for emergency medical services for those transitioning military personnel and their family members that are going into that industry, and they'll be coming through Camp Liberty. And I'm extremely proud. I wanted to share that with you. Secondly, and I'm probably getting towards that 3 minutes, so I'll hush soon. We have 3 graduations that occur during the summer. We typically bring in anywhere from 600 to 1,000 visitors during our 3 graduations. They happen in the Agricultural Center, and we have 3. And I'd be very happy if I could get folks from the commission to come out and be at those ceremonies. I know I'm remiss in not having given those invitations in the past, so I ask for your forgiveness, but certainly like to have representation. And these are public events, folks, so I'd certainly like to have anybody come out and celebrate the young men and women that come to our program. These are good kids, crime-free, drug-free, doing good in school. 68% of our young cadets go on to serve society in some fashion, the military, law enforcement, firefighter, paramedic. They are not delinquents. I have to always beat that drum, because sometimes folks, they're in trouble, aren't they? The only one in trouble is he and I. Folks, thank you very much. Appreciate your time. Okay.
Thank you so much. Any other public comments or updates? I want to recognize our Cullman County School Superintendent, Mr. Shane Barnett. Thank you for coming, Shane, and also our district attorney, Wilson Blaylock, thank you for coming. We'll move on to new business. A, proclamation Child Abuse Prevention Month.
Child Abuse Prevention Month. Whereas April was first declared Child Abuse Prevention Month with a presidential proclamation by President Ronald Reagan in 1983. And whereas Child Abuse Prevention Month is a time to acknowledge the importance of families and communities working together to prevent child abuse and neglect, to promote the social and emotional well-being of children and families. Whereas our children are most valuable resources and will shape the future of Cullman County. And whereas child abuse is considered to be one of our nation's most serious public health problems, with scientific studies documenting the link between the abuse and neglect of children in a wide range of medical, emotional, psychological, and behavioral disorders. And whereas promoting effective child abuse prevention programs succeed because of partnerships created among families, social service agencies, schools, faith communities, civic organizations, law enforcement agencies, and the business communities. Whereas during the month of April and throughout the year, our communities are encouraged to share child abuse and neglect prevention awareness strategies and activities and promote prevention across Cullman County. Now, therefore, it be resolved that Cullman County Commission is hereby proclaims the month of April 2022 to be Child Abuse Prevention Month. The Cullman County Commission commends this observance during April 2022 to the citizens of Cullman, Alabama, this 19th day of April 2022. And here to accept this proclamation is Brooks Place. And we want to thank Brooks Place for everything that they have done and all the prevention for child abuse.
Everybody will look this way, please.
We don't fit it this way.
I go all the time.
Try not to step on people's toes over here.
Y'all need to put me by the It's pretty late.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
And I'm sorry, I want to also thank DHR that's here
Yes.
on behalf of the child abuse prevention. Thank y'all.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to approve item.
I second that motion.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passed. B, proclamation Sexual Assault Awareness Month, building safe online spaces together.
Sexual Assault Awareness Month, building safe online spaces together. Whereas the month of April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and whereas sexual harassment, assault, and abuse can happen anywhere, including in online spaces. And whereas harassment, cyberbullying, sexual abuse, and exploitation have come to be expected as typical and unavoidable behaviors online. Whereas the goal is to build safe online spaces together if possible when we practice consent, with consent intervene and weigh your harmful intent and behaviors and promote online communities that value respect, inclusion, and safety. Whereas the first step in eliminating sexual assault is working together to ensure that everyone is aware of this problem, how to spot it, and how to help fix it. We must work together as a community to bring sexual assault awareness to the public to be a solution against it. Now, therefore, it be resolved that the Cullman County Commission hereby proclaims the month of April 2022 as Sexual Assault Awareness Month, building safe online spaces together in Cullman County. Dated this date, the 19th day of April 2022.
Make a motion to approve item B.
Mr. Chairman, I'll second that motion.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, passed. C, Resolution 2022-41, tax abatement for Project Home in the amount of $107,829.
Good evening. All right, so my first one's home. So this is a project, this is actually, usually in economic development, we try to attract industry and businesses into Cullman. This is actually a Cullman-based startup. The reason it's under a confidential name is this product is an innovation in structure building in terms of a place of residence, which has practical applications to FEMA as a disaster relief option and to our defense, national defense. So currently pursuing contracts in that nature, and they have to stay confidential to that point. But they are building a $1.95 million facility in Cullman County, unincorporated Cullman County. It'll create 6 new jobs, but I think that's just the beginning. I think once this product gets rolling, we'll see a lot bigger growth out of this company. Like you said, they will save a little over $107,000 over a 10-year period, but we'll still create $66,000 plus for our schools over that same period. And like I said, I think there's amazing potential with this company as a new product.
Mr. Chairman, make a motion to approve item C.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Yeah, we look forward to announcing that one as
Nice.
soon as they get that set up.
Yeah. They talked about that. I think.
D, Resolution 2022-42, tax abatement for Project Tank in the amount of $1,186,986.
Yes, sir. So this is a $22.46 million project in unincorporated Cullman County. This project is related to the construction field. It will create 12 new jobs with an average wage between $62,000 and $83,000 a year, which is above our county averages. It's also looking at already a potential expansion on top of this one. We're pretty excited to have this project. It's going to be a hub in the industry that it represents, and like I said, we look forward to announcing this one as well. They will save $1.18 million in tax revenue over a 10-year period, but they will create $772,000 in educational revenues. Like I said, they're going to be paying high salaries, which will equal additional economic impact throughout our communities.
Make a motion to approve item D.
Mr. Chairman, I'll second that motion.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, passed. Thank you, Stanley. E, Resolution 2022-35, change the speed limit to 25 miles per hour on County Road 349.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Our staff has done a speed study on this route, and basically what we have going on here is a new development going in with several high concentration of driveways, and so it's going to be a high residential community there, and I do recommend approval of this resolution.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion to approve item E.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, passed. F, Resolution 2022-36 to adopt model policies and procedures applicable for federal awards as required by 2 CFR Part 200.
Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, this is a requirement for the American Rescue Plan money. This only applies to federal awards, and it has to do with cost principles and what's called the uniform guidance for how to bid and spend that money.
Make a motion to approve item F.
Mr. Chairman, I'll second that motion.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, passed. G, Resolution 2022-38, award bid for project CV/MC/20-041 to Jet Pail Incorporated in the amount of $934,695.20 to construct a pandemic response center and authorize the chairman to sign.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, we've gotten already the CDBG money for this. We've already done a couple of resolutions on this. This is the bid from Jet Pep that was They were the only bidders that submitted. Shane and I worked on this. We got a total CDBG grant for $803,861. We will have an approved for construction amount of $672,000 and a little over that and change. So the cost of the county will be about $262,000 for a building that, Shane, we looked at JetPay, that will probably be worth 1.3 million, give or take a little bit on that with that. So that's a good investment, we think, for that building. And that's the oldest, people's here, that's the old rescue squad building that's been dilapidated, and that if we don't do something pretty soon, it may go into disrepair. This is the money that we got, the $803,000, is a 100% grant from COVID money. So we would only have to put in basically what the grant, what the building was a little bit over on budget. However, we did cut back when we spoke to JetPep some funds. We cut out a lot of the paving, cement work that the county can do. So that's $200,000+, I think, that we cut out of that to get it down to the total cost of the $934,000. So again, I think that's a good investment that we will get, and we'll have a brand new building up there, and that we'll use for, obviously, we have to use it for anything pandemic related in the future, but we can use it for other things as well. If you got any direct questions about me or the building, Shane, we'd be glad to answer them.
I think it's gonna be a great day when we get that done. I know Stephanie will enjoy it, having her permission on aging there, unless we have a pandemic, it's gonna be huge.
Yes, sir.
And we want to thank all the hard work on that. I know you and Shane has been working a lot on that, so we want to thank y'all, so.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to approve item D.
I second that motion.
Thank you.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, passed. H, Resolution 2022-39, change the speed limit to 15 miles per hour on County Road 1747.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, again, this is a narrow dirt road. I think only wide enough for one car to pass through. And I believe 1747 is the loop, and the next one will be 1748, which is another dirt road section coming off of that small loop, going up to a bridge. And I do recommend approval of this resolution.
Make a motion to approve item H.
Mr. Chairman, I'll second that motion.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, passed. I, Resolution 2022-40, change speed limit to 15 miles per hour on County Road 1748.
Mr. Chairman, I do recommend approval of this resolution as well.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to approve item I.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, passed. J, amend approval for enterprise lease agreement to reflect 24 months instead of 36 months with no price change.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, this is just actually getting the details right on this enterprise agreement. We initially approved it at a 36-month term. It was actually 24 months, and the price that y'all approved, was the 24-month price. That'll give more flexibility doing the 24 months to make sure this program is going to work well for us, and then also to turn these vehicles around and keep the rotation going.
I make a motion to approve item J.
Mr. Chairman, I'll second that motion.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, passed. K, authorize the chairman to sign the revisionary agreement with Alabama Forestry's Commission for John Deere crab crawler.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. This is, it's been a while since we purchased that cab crawler, but we finally got the reversionary agreement from the state. This is just the agreement that says that they can't sell the piece of equipment. It has to come back to the county if they ever want to get rid of it. And then also it gives us a 30-day window, I believe, to request that piece of equipment back should we ever need to do that.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to approve item K.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, passed. I know the forestry's putting that equipment to good use. It's very important for the citizens to have that here. L, authorize CART staff to travel to 2022 CTAA Rodeo and Expo in Louisville, Kentucky.
I don't know, Joyce may want to comment on this and
Go
kind of
ahead,
give an
John.
update. Okay, this is a national recognition for our carts drivers. It's a really good program, and after federal dollars are applied, it will end up costing the program about $600. So this is just to get the approval. It looks like that it had been done, it had been approved in a meeting in the past. It is out-of-state travel, but the net cost will be about $600.
Make a motion to approve item 8.
Mr. Chairman, I'll second that motion.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, passed. Thank you, Joyce, for all you do. M, approved contract amendment with JMR plus H with revised fee schedule to reduce fees for ventilation project and authorize the chairman to sign.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, it's not often that we keep having good news in these events, but this will reduce our cost by another approximately 5%. The original discount that was approved was 15% off the state model fee schedule. This is an additional 5% off that, and what it amounts to is the significant amount of business that's come through the IAC program. JMR and H was able to further discount their rates.
5% of the million's a lot of money, ain't it?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chairman, make a motion to approve item M.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, passed. N, consider selection of ABM Building Solutions LLC for comprehensive infrastructure energy savings.
Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, we have Don McPherson here with us from ABM, and Shane Bailey and I have met with them. Emily's reviewed this contract. They were selected through the RFQ process, and now the next step will be the agreement to actually enter into them doing the review and sending the engineers out. And I'll let Don kind of give an update of how that'll work.
Greetings and salutations.
Thank you. for coming down.
I graduated from Vineland High School, but my grandparents raised me in the thriving metropolis of Brooklyn. So when I used to travel to New York, they're kind of catty up there. And, they'd say, where are you from, that thick southern accent? I said, I'm from Brooklyn. Their eyes get up that big. I said, Brooklyn, Alabama. And I know about the hard work that Dr. Barnett does. I worked in the central office for several years, and I'm a retired school superintendent. And so, over the years, PhD meant piled high deep, and post-hole digger. And then one time I told somebody no and fired them, and they called me SO, and you can figure out the other one. I said, well, that's the first time I've ever heard that one. But if you tell people no, they don't like that. And I know in your position, I had this all the time, and Dr. Barnett does too. I appreciate the job you do, Dr. Barnett. It's a thankless job, and when you tell people no, they really get mad. But I know you've never heard, you spend too much money, and my road needs fixed. I know that those are two things you've never heard. Well, being from Cullman County, and I work with city and county government, city county school systems across the southeast, I'm excited. Thank you so much for the opportunity to be with you tonight. But what we have the opportunity to do is take money that you're already spending, money you're already paying to the power, the gas, the water, sewer, and actually go in and try to upgrade your infrastructure and lower that and use the money you're already spending. So many times if you ever save $1, it gets reallocated. Well, this is an opportunity to take the money you're already spending and reallocate that to use for what you need, which basically means you're being good stewards of your business. Now, obviously, we can look at other things and help you with other things. So we're excited about getting started, and we're looking forward to working with you on that. And then, of course, as we move forward, we'll kind of do a PET scan of your entire district and say, here's where you're at, and give you a roadmap. Not only what you need to work with now, but what's coming down the pipe. What's going to happen in 3 years, 5 years, 7 years. So we do that long-term forecasting. And that'll be part of our plan. So being from Cullman County, excited to work with you, and we appreciate that. And we thank you so much for the opportunity to be a part of your organization.
Thank you, Don.
Yes, sir.
Make a motion to approve item N.
Mr. Chairman, I'll second that motion.
All in favor, say aye. Any opposed, passed. O, consider allocation of $2,000 to CRMC Foundation awards toward the purchase of specialized CCU vans.
Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, the county hospital is a allowable expense for the county commission. They are raising money right now for specialized beds for the critical care unit. And so this is a request from the CRMC Foundation for an allocation.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to approve item O.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, passed. P, consider the purchase of 6 T880 or T880S dump truck chassis for the road department from the ACCA bid in the amount of $171,990 each.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, these are trucks that we'll be purchasing using funds that we'll receive from the sale of our current trucks, once those have become surplus and ready for auction. And the same will go for item Q, is the bids for the same trucks. I do recommend approval of this purchase.
We've made money on this deal every year so far, so it.
Yes, sir, there's certain taxes that we're exempt from on these trucks, so we're able to actually break even or make a little additional money on these trucks.
Make a motion to approve item P.
Mr. Chairman, I'll second that motion.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, passed. Q, consider the purchase of 6 16-inch down-page steel dump body for the road department from the ACCA bid in the amount of $29,651 each.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to approve item Q.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, passed. R, consider approval of a lease agreement with Victim Service and authorize the chairman to sign.
Mr. Chairman, Victim Service received a $500,000 grant to make improvements to the building, and as part of that, we are going to enter into a lease agreement upon their approval so that they can move forward with that.
Make a motion to approve item R.
Mr. Chairman, I'll second that motion.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, passed. S, consider surplus of Ford ovens from the Cullman County Jail to be disposed of on gov deals.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to approve item S.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, passed. T, proposed plat Logan West subdivision, a minor subdivision containing 5 lots located off of County Road 844 and County Road 818.
Make a motion to approve item T.
Mr. Chairman, I'll second that motion.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, passed. U, award bid number 1388, full depth reclamation with Portland Cement to Chilton Contractors.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, this is a pay item that we'll be using on several of our projects, including County Road 18. We're given final approval on the grant, and also we're using it on our county transportation plan for 715 and 702. And there's several other roads that we'll be considering to use it on, but this will create a very solid base, and as part of our rebuilding our infrastructure, I do recommend approval of this bid.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to approve item U.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, passed.
When they gonna be able to start?
We ready?
That's the first thing to talk to them tomorrow morning.
V, award bid number 1389 to RAP Milling to Vulcan Materials, Asphalt and Construction, LLC and Wiregrass Construction Company. Incorporated purchase will be based on facility and availability of materials.
And these millings are not often available, it's only as the supply becomes available, so we'll just have this in place, especially with such limited supply on some of the base material. We'll have this available to purchase as we need it. I do recommend award this bid.
Brian, do they have a price on that, or it's just a?
Yes, that jumped all the way from, it used to be like 7, and I guess with the asphalt, it's jumped all the way up to the $20 per ton. Yeah, it's an enormous jump.
Okay. All right. Yeah, everything's gravel and all that. Make a motion to approve item B.
Mr. Chairman, I'll second that motion.
All in favor say aye. Any opposed, passed. W, award bid number 1390, hauling to Cargill G, LLC.
I do recommend approval of this bid as well. It will help us supplement some of the work that we've got going on now.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to approve item W.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, passed. X, award bid number 1391 to structural steel to Shelton Steel.
Yes, sir, this, Mr. Chairman, this is some additional steel accessories to the bridges that were being replaced in Java and County Road 832. So I do recommend approval of this bid.
Be closer to drive there, then we'll come back here anyway, won't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Make a motion to approve item X.
Mr. Chairman, I'll second.
All in favor, say aye. Any opposed, passed. Number 6, the next commission work session will be Tuesday, May 17th, 2022, at 4 p.m. in the commission meeting room. 7, the next commission meeting will be Tuesday, May 17th, 2022, at 6 p.m. in the commission meeting room. Number 8, can I get a motion to adjourn?
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to adjourn.
I second that motion.
Meeting adjourned.